to Mental Monday. Mental Monday, I wanted to talk about labels. The past couple of weeks have been really hard for me in terms of self-identification and figuring out, who I am, how I'm different from what people tell me to be. And that's really important that you have your own self-identity, especially when you have some kind of a disability like a mental or physical illness. You need to have your own self-identity because you need to have a strength within yourself and who you are. That way you can stand strong throughout the day, and it'll also help you realize how you function, especially when you have something like a mental or physical illness. Once you know who you are, you can understand how you function, and then you can start avoiding those things which take energy from you or take away your spoons, so that you can carry yourself throughout the day despite all of the challenges that your disability brings to you and that other people bring to your disability. There's a lot of negativity towards labels from what I've seen, and I wanted to talk about that because the thing is, nothing is just one or the other in terms of positivity and negativity. I mean, unless you're talking about something like depression. Depression is negativity. It's bad. It's bad. But if it's something like labels and self-identification, it's a really complex subject. So I wanted to talk about the differences between the negative part of labels and the positive part of labels. Negative part of labels. Negativity in labels comes when labels are given to you from somebody else without your self in that. For example, I'm 24 years old. I've been watching YouTube since I was like 14, and I would watch like the episodes of Naruto that would be on here. You had to watch them in like 10 parts because you couldn't find them anywhere else. And because of that, I'd watch YouTubers, Let's Players when they were just starting out, when everybody was just like a little punk teen kid on the internet trying to be cool, which is what I am now. But I didn't start my own YouTube channel, not until I'm 24 years old. And you're probably like, oh my gosh, you must have wanted to. I did want to. I wanted to start my own YouTube channel very badly. But I didn't think that I was interesting enough, because unlike what you see here, I did not look like this back in middle school and high school. I was actually very plain. Oh gosh. Cute little hetero me. The reason that I was very plain is because throughout my life, people gave me the label of being shy, reserved, quiet, kind of more of an in the background character. And so I took on that label because from early ages, you don't know who you are. You're not really gonna figure out kind of who you are until you are, at least into your teens. So that's just the label that I wore because it's what people told me I was, and I was like, okay, sure. I mean, I guess so. It wasn't until my junior year of high school that I realized that that's not who I am. It was a big shock for me, and it was a big shock for a lot of the people around me. And it took like 5 years for me to really come out of my shell and get my own self-identity. I didn't start a YouTube channel till I was 24, and I highly regret it because I spent all those years thinking that I was quiet and kind of interesting, but not really interesting, kind of like a YA novel heroine who kick myself every single day for not being like, little Sledge, what are you doing? Get off your butt, get that crappy camera that you have, and make some crap YouTube videos. So that's the negative part of labels. Because people labeled me as something that I wasn't, it kept me from doing things that I probably would have been very successful at doing at a very early age. So it's taken me until I'm 24 years old to actually start a YouTube channel. That brings us to the positive side of labels. The positive side of a label is when it's a label that you put upon yourself, that you 100% say, this is my label, I like this. I am asexual, panromantic, polyamorous. And I was going through my teenage years, everybody was having these great, sexual romantic awakenings, and I was just kind of like, I mean, I guess having a boyfriend would be cool. Thought I was straight back then. Not really all that crazy about it. I guess I'd like to have somebody to snuggle. Snuggles are good. I like snuggles. And it wasn't until college, after I had gone through several really bad experiences with guys who just wanted sexual attention from me that I realized I don't want that. I don't experience that. I don't care about that. And that's when I found the label asexual, one of the biggest, most important labels of my life, and I'm so glad that I took it on. Before that, I didn't really label myself as much of anything because I thought that putting myself into a box was something that was really constraining. It was something that was toxic. It was something that would make me what I'm not. But since I got to put the label asexual on myself, since I got to discover it for myself and what it means to me, it's become a big part of my life and something that's very, very important. Labels aren't something that you need to be scared of. You're not putting yourself in a box if you're the one that's opening it. If you're the one that's taking on the label, that's a good thing. You need to be able to know who you are, because your life is your sole individual experience. And that's what's really special about it. No one is ever going to experience your life the way that you are going to experience your life, your emotions, your everything. It's very important that you be able to communicate that to other people. And communication is really flawed. It's not perfect. But when you have things like labels that are decently well known by others, or that they can, look up on the internet, then you'll feel a lot better and a lot more secure in who you are. You don't have to experience the same thing as everyone else. Definitely be as different as you want to be. Be your own special freaking puff pastry. Never let somebody tell you that that's not yours, that they don't think that that's who you are, because the only person who can know who you are is you. Y'all have a wonderful week. Go out there, love yourselves, learn about yourselves, and I hope you have at least a decent Monday. Maybe. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hey there! Are you a queerbie that just happens to fall on the ace spectrum? Do you like dating sims? Maybe? Hopefully? No? I don't know. I don't know what you're into. I don't know. Check out my new series, Ace of Dates, coming soon, where I, a real-life ace queerbie, plays dating sims games. The button. Button. Click the button. Click it.